wars and rumors of wars, that's for sure. And here, just on Thursday, the NATO chief Mark Rutte said from Berlin that Europe and the world should prepare for a coming war. He ominously warned that it could be on the scale of a war that our grandparents and great-grandparents had endured. Then you had the UK leadership step up and say they are preparing for a major war right now. All of them stepping up and saying this, all of a sudden at the same time. Trump echoing the warning as he voices frustration. He says that there's no current off-ramp right now for the Russia-Ukraine war. And things like this end up in third world wars. So he too echoes this. And then, on top of all that, you have a major outlet out there, the NYT editorial board, urging the U.S. to prepare for a future war with China. Going on and on about the issues that we've covered many times, them embedded within all of our infrastructure, buying farmland next to the bases. No one seems to care. And you've now got all these world leaders calling for major war. Vladimir Putin dropped a message to the American people saying that at the end of the last World War, Russia and the United States were able to come together and better the world. And together, they sent the world into a better direction, hinting that that could be a possibility as soon as this whole Ukraine thing is resolved. But the EU don't want to let it go. We've known for some time that the Trump administration was ready to do business in dealings with Russia as soon as this whole Ukraine thing got solved. And Trump wanted to get the accolade for the whole peace deal. But now he's saying, look, we may have to walk away from this. And these guys are screaming, get ready for big war. They've never come out all together at the exact same time like this and said this. So you've got China openly putting out there the whole thing with Taiwan by 2027, whether they do it or not, or deny it or not. It's been put out there. It's an open plan, and they're aggressive on many fronts. So Trump pointing the finger at Zelensky, saying that once again, he's the one that's stalling this whole thing out. That his people seem to want peace. Russia wants peace, but he doesn't want to listen to nobody. Now they're talking about elections. We'll see what happens with this. It really does feel like something huge is about to pop on this front. Something has to give. Let's not forget the Chinese rover pick that kind of telegraphed a mushroom cloud rising up out of this area. So that is yet to happen. And the world is a stage. It's why they call them theaters of war. Join me for the live streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, where I talk about this in greater detail.
Malachi 4 verse 1, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts. Then it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Zephaniah 3 verse 8, therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Revelation 6 verse 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they shall kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. Now we telling you, these people, as he just told you, they're getting prepared for war. And we told you that these economies, they get ready to collapse. Like I said, we tried it the first of the year when the numbers start coming in after that first quarter. All right. They're ready to come to blows, everybody. All right? So, yeah, we're going to go and get into this. Barakathai Hawa. Barakathai Hawasha. Barakathai Hawa. Barakathai Hawasha. Barakathai Hawa. Barakatah Hawashah. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Shalom and salutations to those that teach the likewise doctrine. Shalom to the Akim and the Akwab. Shalom to the scattered Israelites across the four corners of the planet. May the Most High and the Son be with you during these trying times. Now, a lot of things are happening in the background, okay? I'm going to show you what's going on, because even these NATO nations, they're ready to come against Babylon. All right, let me show you. It's a Danish intelligence reports warns of U.S. military threat under Trump and said the United States is using its economic power to assert its will and threaten military force against friend and foe alike, a Danish intelligence agency said in a new report. You see that? They say the Danish Defense Intelligence Service in its latest annual assessment said Washington's great assertiveness under the Trump administration also comes as China and Russia seek to diminish Western, especially American influence. You see? So yeah, look at this. It's a perhaps most sensitive. The Denmark, a NATO and European ally member country, and the U.S. ally is growing competition between those great powers in the Arctic. You see? It said U.S. President Donald Trump has expressed a desire to see Greenland, a semi-autonomous and mineral-rich territory of Denmark, become part of the U.S., a move opposed by Russia and much of Europe. So see, everybody's coming against everybody's now. It's confusion, and the Most High is causing these people to start to turn against each other. All right? A lot of infighting and confusion is going on. Let's keep going. In the book of Samuel, this is 1 Samuel chapter 14, verse 20. This is the KJV. And Saul and all the people that were with him assembled themselves, and they came to the battle, and behold, every man's sword was against his fellow, and there was a great discomfiture. Now we're going to read in the NIV. Then Saul and all his men assembled and went to battle. They found the Philistines in total confusion, striking each other with their own swords. And what are you seeing? You're seeing confusion. That is why we know that the Most High is turning these people against each other. It's all throughout the scriptures. The Bible has a 100% accuracy rate, and the things that the Most High said was going to happen is going to happen. This the NLT. Then Saul and all his men rushed out to the battle and found the Philistines killing each other. There was terrible confusion everywhere. You see that? And this is what's getting ready to happen. All right, let's keep going. Now, this happened 15 hours ago, and this is breaking news. Russian forces reportedly captured senior NATO officers in Hailopol. You see? We're gonna they say the comment has been summarized with AI, but this on YouTube is an actual clip. Okay, it's a we're gonna play the clip, but it's a Russian special force reportedly from the SFB Alpha unit said they've captured senior NATO officers in Hailopol, Ukraine. The officers, possibly including colonels and a general, were reportedly serving as advisors to Ukrainian forces and were trapped during a Russian encirclement. You see? It said Ukrainian-Russian attempts were allegedly unsuccessful. Oh, and they're saying that Russia just bombed the Turkey ship. I'm going to play it for you. But check this out. Let's play it.
Russian special forces captured high-ranking NATO officers in Huliaipol. Ukrainian Armed Forces Command was unable to rescue them, according to Nikolai Sorokin, director of the Institute for the Study of National Crisis. He stated that the captured officers were acting as advisors. A large group of mercenaries and very high-ranking NATO officers is trapped in the city of Huliaipol. There are officers and advisors there. The Ukrainian armed forces attempted to break into the encircled town to try to recapture the NATO officers, who are either in a hopeless situation and are about to be captured or killed, or have already been captured. According to some reports, they have already been captured, Sorokin noted. He added that the victims included senior NATO staff officers, colonels, and possibly one general.
You hear that? A whole general. So see, this is where this thing is headed at. So I didn't even know that they allegedly captured a general, but this came across my feed before. Let's keep going. Now, we've been saying for the last 2 years that NATO and these other nations are involved with this. All right? And more is coming out. So yeah, I'm going to show you something else. So we're going to play a little more of this. Then we're going to get some scriptures. And I'm going to show you another report that just came out. But yeah, that's why we tell you, there's no going back. All right? All this is becoming unglued right before your eyes.
Noted. He added that the victims included senior NATO staff officers, colonels, and possibly one general. Giving details of the operation, the expert noted that the Ukrainian armed forces' attempted breakthrough was thwarted by the skillful and decisive actions of Russian military personnel, primarily the operators of the unmanned aerial systems of the Vostok Group. Besides all this, there are persistent rumors that the FSB's Alpha unit, which, as we know, never shows up for nothing and never leaves without trophies, took part in the operation to capture these guys from NATO headquarters, emphasized the director of the Institute for the Study of National Crisis. At present, intense fighting continues on the Huliaipo and Oleksandrivka axis of the front. Russian forces are trying to cut Huliaipo off from logistical routes and encircle the city. According to Defense